It's me, Unapologetically T, and I am here and I wanted to talk about being a free spirit. So, I've been a free spirit my whole entire life. I grew up with two parents who were very logical thinking people. Um, Very bankrupt emotionally, very very limited in their beliefs of like I feel like of what you could do in life. So very limited, very analytical, like you in order for you to be successful it has to look like this. And so I literally was a free spirit that was like caged because I was always out there and I always had all these ideas and thoughts, and I felt like my dreams were always snuffed and killed. Like, oh, that's not going to work, or that's not how life is. Like, just even as a small child, like my thoughts were snuffed out. And I think that I was caged. I was never really given the confidence. I was never given or taught the confidence to truly believe in what I believe in, try the things I wanted to try, and be and trust in myself. Like by them, having their own limiting beliefs and projecting it onto me, it killed my dreams. It killed what I could possibly, do in life. And so for me, I was taught success would be, finishing school, getting a career job, and just having an education, a career job, and all that stuff. So like that was success to them. Um, was education, job, this. I was never taught that, like I could be, have my own business. Like it was always to work for someone else. Like I did get to see my mom like hustling and be her own businesswoman, but it was never spoken. It was in it I saw it. Um how you could hustle and find ways to survive. So, but it was never like I could make a career out of it. It was more of like this is something I'm going to do to pick up extra money. And it's like I used to want to do a various number of things, and like now I see myself now as an adult and I see how I have my hands in all these different stuff, and I'm like, oh, you're really living the life that you saw yourself having as a child. And it's like my child self, my inner child is like proud of us, like that we are here. And it helps so much of not trying to be there. And when I say there, we always have like this idea in our head of where we want to be. And it's like now I am like actually realizing like I'm living the life of my dreams. And is all components of it there? No. Because I literally wouldn't want to be living here, but beggars cannot be choosers right now. Um so I'm gonna just be quiet and give thanks that I do have a roof. So but there are so many other things that are going right, and that are aligning to what I envisioned for myself as a child. Like I envision the things that I'm doing as a child. And do they match exactly? No. But the inner child of me sees that they are aligned. And I see that they're aligned. So it's a beautiful thing. It feels wholesome. And when I say free spirit, some people think of people saying that I'm a free spirit and it being tied to sexuality. It sure enough can. I definitely am a free spirit when it comes to sexuality, but I'm just not a free spirit when I think of having multiple partners. I'm a monogamous girl, and I prefer a monogamous partner. Like, I just want to make that clear. But within that realm of me and my partner be together, I'm definitely sexually free. And I think if a woman or a man wants to have multiple partners and they are, doing the right things and they're picking people and not swindling, tricking or scamming people, you do that. You do you. You be safe. You have your ground rules and do all that stuff. I am not here to judge anybody for how they live their life when it does not affect me. Now if y'all here, scamming people, tricking people, I think that's wrong. I think that society actually promotes that, but literally will tell you it's wrong. Literally promoting that men be hypersexual, but women don't. And it's confusing because if the men are hypersexual, then who will they be able to have sex with if women aren't? And that's confirmation. Like, make it make sense. So how do we shun the women for being sexually free, but we're literally telling the men it's okay to be hypersexual? But if we tell them to be hypersexual, I'm hungry too, if y'all heard that growl. If we tell them that it's okay to be hypersexual, who they gonna have sex with if we're telling women that they should be prudes? That they should, and I'm not shaming that either. Like, I've had prudish ways, definitely. And I'm just saying that it doesn't align. If you want women to conduct themselves certain ways, you should have men conducting themselves certain ways. If you feel like men should be free sexually, you should allow women to be sexually free. So I feel like it should be a combination of all. Like, people do what makes them happy, and as long as it's being done in a respectful, safe way, it's none of my fucking business. But that's just my spiel on people who look at when people talk about being free sexually, to free spirit. I feel like that's only a component of it. For me, I'm a monogamous girl. I want to be sexually free with the person I'm with. But for me, being a free spirit has less to do with sex than anything. So it's just a part of it. A small, finite part. I mean, not finite, but a small part. And I feel like for me, being a free spirit is that, like, when I was young, like, I wanted to go with the flow so bad, but, like, it was just so much control in my environment. Like, I learned to be a control freak and tried to control every aspect of everything because that's what I was raised with. When in all actuality, deep down, authentically me, I will go with the flow like a motherfucker. Like, I will be like, okay. Well, that just happened, and I'm finally reconnecting to that. Like, oh, well, that happened. Well, that's not meant to be. Like, that's a closed door. like we keep going, and so, or if all the doors are closing, like, we sit down. And so, learning just, like, I learned it a lot in motherhood, that, like, I can't control every aspect of everything. I learned it a lot in my relationship with my partner. Like, oh, I can control what he gonna do, and I'm learning it even more coming back here. Like, the only person and the only thing I have control over is me. And sometimes I fail at that. Like, sometimes I fail at that. So but for me, being a free spirit just means that, like, I am open to try things at least once. Most days, not all. Not all. But I am open to trying things at least once. I'm just fun and loving and all that stuff. Like, I will maybe see a flyer online and then, be intrigued and participate in that. Like, so, like, just being free to explore, free. And I used to be, like, after coming out of that relationship, I was very afraid to live. Like, I was so afraid to live. I have been transparent in past videos. Like, I literally was scared to death. I didn't really tell people how scared I was, but, like, I was scared that man was gonna, take me. So, take me out. And so I have been navigating, feeling free to live again. Like, there was a huge sense of danger I felt coming back to my mom's house. I felt in danger. I felt in danger by her and a lot of her family members. Not all of them, but it's some of the ones she keep in close contact with. I felt in danger. I felt threatened. And, like, it's like now I'm at a point where, like, I still know that they don't fuck with me, and that if they could have it their way, I would be down and out. I would be ass out. But it doesn't even matter to me no more, because I definitely have this strong faith that, like, I am protected by God. When it's my time, it's my time, and I have no control over that. But it won't be because of anything that, they have lined up for me. It'll literally be God was calling me home, even if it's by their hands. But yeah, I don't trust them. I still don't trust them, but I'm not afraid of them. So it's like being a child and, facing your abusers, like you be scared to death. So I literally had to unlearn a lot of things. I'm still unlearning them. Like, I'm still learning how to deal with my mom. Like, I tell y'all transparently, like, I make mistakes. I did good yesterday. I had to ride with her, and she pissed me off a little bit when I was doing one of my poems. I took her to the store to get some stuff, and she had came out, and I usually put the stuff in the car for her. She's older. So she saw me doing the video. She know how I be feeling about my videos, and she saw her coming. So like I looked at her to let her know, like I acknowledged her when she was coming towards the car. But I turned back to the camera, like I just cut my eye and like turned back to the camera and tried to finish up my poems. But then she came knocking on my window like a crackhead. Like, why are you knocking on my window? And like she never does that. She never does that. So like, it's like, why would you knock on the window? Why wouldn't you just give me 5 seconds to finish up the video? And I literally had probably like a couple of more words to say. Like, why would you knock on the window and you see me doing the video? Like, I saw you. So it's like learning to like not let her upset my spirits. Like, because I feel like sometimes she does this shit intentionally, and she's not even intentionally aware that she's doing it. Like, if that makes sense. It's like double entendre. She knows, but she don't know. It's like, gosh, get control of yourself. You tried to control me for all these years. Control you. Like, control you. But I can't control her. So I have to be learning how to control myself. But yeah, free spirit, definitely. Learning to go with the flow, learning to go where life takes me, learning to let life surprise me. Free spirit in all those ways. Free spirit in that I do not want to be boxed in. I don't want to allow labels that I identify with hold me to a standard. I'm not a part of that standard. Like, I'm not a part of the standard. If you have done statistics, nigga, I'm an outlier. I am an outlier. I do not fit the standard. I do not fit the norm. I am a standard. I am not a standard deviation. I am an outlier. I am an outlier. I am so skewed from what y'all thought. What you thought, life could do to me. Life would make me be. I am not that. So I never want to be boxed in. It's even down to religion. I love fucking religion. I love religion. It's beautiful. It explains the world around us in a spiritual way. However, I love all religions, just about. Not all of them, but I love most religions. There are so many more than the 5 ones that, well, most people know 3. And that's, in America. Most people know 3. But there are 5 kind of main ones, and then there are so many other religions that, are beautiful in their own right. And some are even more extreme than the ones we already have. And so, like, I don't want to even be boxed in with my religions. Like, I want to love my brothers and sisters on this planet that are down with God. And I feel like we're all praying to the same source. We're all on the same team. But I don't want to just be boxed in with one religion and make that a clique. Like, I'm down for whatever is down for humanity, whatever is down for Mother Nature, preserving Mother Earth. I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Everything, like all living things. That's what I'm down for. Anything against that, then I'm against it. So, and I do think it's levels to it. So, but I think we should start having conversations with each other, whether we have the same exact beliefs or not. Like, we have to. So I'm a free spirit where I don't want to be boxed in religiously. I'm a free spirit where I don't want to be boxed in sexually. I'm a free spirit where I don't want to be boxed in with race. I identify as Black. However, my genetic makeup has so many different regions of this world in it. My ancestors came from all different parts of this world, and what you ain't gonna do is box me in there either. I do love that y'all have grouped, the color black for all brown people on this earth. um, I mean, well, y'all call Hispanics brown, but black people are brown. But I'm happy that y'all have done that. Like, y'all have made this thing. I think it's gonna backfire because, like, literally, you've made us all realize we're all one. So, thanks. We are all one. Black. You just all one. But far as like genetic wise, like definitely coding for all of this shit. So I'm not gonna be boxed in there either. But when I identify with things, I'm black, I'm African American, but genetically, I'm all of this stuff. And some of the stuff I am aware of, I haven't been able to trace it back like far enough, but I am aware of some of the things that, not things, but the nationalities that live in here, because we keep talking about race, and it's about the culture and the nation you came from. Literally, we just as ignorant as they want us to be. So, but I think this ignorance is, like I said, gonna be beneficial, because like we literally are all one human race. But that started out black. That started out black. That started out in the motherland. And then we branched out, and we're all over all parts of this world. But I talk about that all the time, and I don't know if you could hear that, because I don't know, like, but I don't know. But free spirit, definitely, like, so yes, I identify with labels, but not how you want me to. Not how you want me to. Not how you want me to. So yeah, free spirit. I'm just flowing. I'm just going. I'm divinely guided in this. It ain't just me. It ain't just me. I'm learning to not make moves without, consulting within. I'm learning how to slow down and actually not feel rushed in making decisions. Not getting stuck making decisions. So making a decision. If I make a decision and it don't feel good, learning that, take what I can learn from the lesson and carry on. Not to beat myself up. Like, I've done that long enough. So just really, that's my definition of free spirit, is just going with the flow, going where the wind takes me, sitting still sometimes. I guess free spirit just mean that, for me, I'm doing what is aligned with me. I'm doing and feeling what's aligned with me. I'm not going by society standards, individual standards, mommy daddy standards, friend standards. I'm not going with that anymore. I'm going with what feels right to me. And I trust me enough to know that I know what's best for me. So even if I make a mistake, I know that that's not for me. If I make a good decision, I know that that was for me. And so, like, I get to learn, to be a free spirit. I'm constantly learning. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. A free spirit.